Yeah. Well, we welcome all you viewers to the Rush Truck League here. We're about nearing the end of qualifying. The 39 of Overstreet leads everybody in qualifying. He is your professional pole sitter. Here with the outdoor series trucks at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 100 laps here, 65% fuel. Should be a good race on for all the folks here watching at home. And as we come to the near end of qualifying, a minute 30 remains. 17 still out on track trying to set a lap. He's currently 10th in the standings right now. There's someone coming into pit road to either end or begin their qualifying run again. But with a minute left in practice, or a minute left in qualifying, I think that they're not going to be able to roll around once again and set another lap. So he is indeed coming into his pit box to end his qualifying run. And with time ticking down, the 39 of Overstreet leads over the 97 of Genther and the 15 of Dairyman. Your fast four is the 39, 97, 15, 88, and 28. Everybody in the top five is separated by about a tenth to 2/10 of a second. The 39 is your possible pole. He is your provisional pole sitter. We'll find here at the end of qualifying in 10 seconds whether he is your pole sitter or not to see if anyone else is on track. I don't think anybody else is on track, so I think it's safe to determine that the 39 of Overstreet is your pole sitter. And as they advance qualifying is over, and we'll be heading to the grid. And we are waiting for the trucks to grid up from their qualifying positions. And as we sit here and wait, we're going to show you more angles of the track as we wait for the trucks to grid up and for the pace truck to begin rolling to begin the 100 lap dash here in Charlotte. Row 1 contains a 39 of pole sitter of Michael Overstreet over Patrick Genther in the 97, both within a few thousandths of each other, so this should be a good race. Row number 2 is a 15 and the 88. The 15 as Sean Derryman beats Kenneth Helden over the 88, who holds an advantage over half of a tenth over the 88. Now the row number 3, the 28 over the 91. Brian Tarkowski leads over Patrick Coro. A 31-1-1-3 over a 31-1-2-9. So again, qualifying times being very, very close here within the top 6. Moving on to row number 4, the 27 of the 16. Terry Mellum over Corey Mott. 31-1-4-3 over a 31-1-6-1. So about the gap is consistently to half a tenth or a quarter of a tenth between all the drivers. So everybody has a chance to fight each other, with row 5 consisting of the 98 and the 8. Sean Molden over Wayne Anderson, a 31-167 over a 31-175. Everybody is slowly ticking down in time, getting more and more long as we go down the grid. But the 17 of row 6 over the 48, Wesley Bowen over Andrew Schroeder, 31-335 over a 31-392. As the pace truck pulls off of the grid, off of the front stretch of the quad oval. As we move on to row number 7, the 55 over the 11, Trevor Bregman over Larry Fairman, 31-5-11 over a 31-5-41. Row number 8, the 73 over the 2. Tanner Speedman is the last person to set a time of a 31-7-37 over Caleb Morrissey in 16th. As the pace truck enters in turn number 3, We're getting ready to start the 100 lap dash here in Charlotte with the Gander Outdoor Pro Series trucks. We're pacing here in Charlotte as we wait for the green flag to be waved and the pace truck to pull into pit road. As the pace truck exits turn 4, it's going to take the sharp left-hand turn into pit road. As the pace truck ducks into pit road, the 97, the 39, who is to lead lap number 1? Green flags in the air. We're green here in Charlotte. 39 gets a good start over the 97 as they head into turn number 1. 39 on the low side, 97 on the high side. 37 makes the jump, goes to the lead, who was a provisional pole sitter. They'll take the lead, exiting onto the back straightaway. The 97, not having a good jump in line, is forced to fall back behind. 39 leads over the rest of the field, runs the high lane, tries to dump dirty air on the 15. Looks like it works. The 39 will come out of turn number 4 to lead lap 1 of 100. 100 more circles around the oval we go. The 15 tries to catch the 39 just behind, but can't seem to get it done. He's trying to get on the bumper of the 39, and we've already got a caution out for a wreck in the back of the pack. And as the trucks roll around, we're going to find out what the caution was. Here's the caution. The 8 slams the outside wall and comes down to the rest of the track. Does look like he was the only truck involved. Everybody able to avoid the incident. So, as we go on, first caution of the night, lap 3 out of 100. Here's what happened. So it was the FedEx truck that collected Wayne Anderson, and he just barely missed him, barrel rolling back across the track. Stops in pit box number 6. The 55 got loose, came up, slammed the 8, Trevor Bregman, who hit Wayne Anderson, lets the other trucks by, but this was the reason for the caution that came out by the end of lap 1. Currently lap 3 of 100. As that was the reason for the caution, the trucks will back it down, back their pace, slow up to go behind the pace truck. This is the live view we're seeing now. Yellow flag is out. We're under caution again for the first time tonight. Lap 4 of 100. Everybody rolling behind the pace truck. Everybody single file. Pit lane is, I believe, should be open this time by. And the caution had come out due to a wreck between 2 drivers in the back of the pack exiting turn number 4 on lap 2. So as the drivers entered turn 1, the drivers leading turn 4 got in an incident together and caused a caution to come out for the first time tonight. With a 39 of Overstreet leads over the 15. The 39 was our pole sitter, who jumped, got a fantastic restart to lead everybody over, and was able to jump the 97, who's running in 3rd position. The 39, who didn't have that good of a run of form after being on pole last week, is currently leading the race. He was the race leader in Iowa for about 30 laps, and then his pace fall off was quite severe, and he couldn't keep up with the rest of the pack. But right now, he leads the pack as we come across the line once again. Pit lane is open, and nobody choosing to go down pit lane, but I believe this time by, we should be 1 to go. And we will be 1 to go if the pace truck lights do go out instead of staying on. And the pace truck lights are still on, meaning we are still pacing or 2 to go. So I'm assuming that last lap was the pacing lap, and this lap is 2 to go. So that means next time by, we should be 1 to green, which means the drivers will line up double file and get ready to go green again. But the reason for the caution coming out was a wreck between the 55 and the 8 that happened exiting turn number 2 on lap 2. The cars, or the trucks, The 55 got loose and got into the side of the 8, which caused him to go in the wall and come back down the track into the infield grass, the infield AstroTurf. No other drivers were collected besides the 55 and the 8. 55 got away scot-free with a little bit of right-hand side damage from collecting the 8. And as we get ready to go 1 to green, the drivers will line up double file to get ready for a restart. We will restart with 7 laps into the race. As the pace truck comes by, goes down the quad oval. The pace truck lights are off, meaning it is 1 to green. The 39 of Overstreet leads over the 15, 97, and 88. That's your fast 4. As we get ready to go green once again by the time coming to the end of this lap. After the caution had come out between an incident between the 8 and the 55 in turn number 4, we're getting ready to go green again. The 39 had amazing pace off the restart. Had amazing pace off the start, was able to get ahead of the 97, who's currently 3rd, just behind him in the same row. The 39 was able to jump ahead of 2nd place and run the high lane and dump dirty air on the 15, meaning that he was not able to pass him. So as we head down the back straightaway for the final time under caution, the pace truck, when exiting turn number 4, will make the sharp left-hand turn into pit road. We will try again for the first time tonight for a first restart after the original race start. Everybody trying to form up and squeeze together for the restart. Looking at the 39 as we come across to the exit of turn number 4. Pace truck will duck in now. And as we get ready to go again, we're going to go to the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. The green flag is waving. We're green once again here in Charlotte. The 39 gets a fantastic restart as he did the restart just before we head into turn number 1. The 39 has a massive lead over the field. He's currently motoring away as we go down the back straightaway. The 97 just in tow, who leads that second pack on the inside lane. Everybody else fighting for position, but right now, it's the 39 who leads over the rest of the field. The 15 on the high side trying to get something done on the 97, the car who lined up second in qualifying, who's now running second, but just by a hair over the 15. 15 on the high side. Can he do anything to fight up against the 97? And no, he cannot. And from what it looks like, we're under caution again. So, another wreck in the back of the pack to bring out the caution again. So, another wreck. Lap 9 out of 100. And here is the incident. Oh, the 16. The 14 hooks, the 16, and the 48. Oh, goes slams into the pit lane wall. Goes flipping through pit lane, goes through the pace truck. The 16 clobbers the pit lane barrels. So another 2-car incident, bringing out the yellow once again. So after another 2-car incident exiting turn number 4, the caution is out once again here in Charlotte. The leader is the 39 over the 97, as it once was when we were left pit lane. As we left the grid, the 97 lined up second, and here's the incident again. You see that the 48 was given no room, came up slightly, goes flipping through the first pit box. The 16 just follows through as well. Hits and gets stuck in the pit barrels. He's able to go away. So here is riding on board with the 97. 97 running in second place as it was in qualifying when it finished. The 39 over the 97. The 15 just behind. And then the 28 follows him. That's your fast four. It's lap 10 of 100 here in Charlotte. After this is the second caution to come out tonight. The second one involving a two-car incident, as the 15 looks to put it too. I don't believe that we're running double file just yet. The 15 Renard's truck just on our inside, while we're riding on board with the 97. And as we exit turn number 4, going on to the quad oval, hopefully getting ready to have another restart. Getting ready to go green here again soon. The caution coming out for the second time tonight after another two-car incident. We are about to get ready as the field lines up a double file. Double file down the back straightaway. The pace truck lights are off, getting ready to do another restart. 39 leads over the 97 like it was in qualifying. Getting ready to go green once again for the second restart of tonight. After another two-car incident brought out the yellow early in the race. No one has come down pit road besides the damaged cars. And as we're looking at the field, who is ready to go into the Geico restart zone, the pace truck pulls into pit lane. As we roll up once again, the green flag in the air. The green flag's being waved. We're green here once again in Charlotte. The 39 leads over the 97. He gets a shove there from the back. Another Toyota runs to try and run down the 39, who got an excellent jump off of the restart, who leads once again over the rest of the field. But the 97 will have to do God's work to try and catch back up to the 39. They're all running single file there in the top 4 because they know what they need to do. After the 39 gets such a restart, they need to run him down. There goes the 97 shooting it on the high side, trying to get everything he can, but the 15 goes low. Right now, letting the 39 run away with it, as he will be the leader as they cross the line to lead the lap after the restart. Down into turn number 1, the 39 leads over the 15 and 97. The leader is Michael Overstreet. Exits turn number 2 down the back straightaway. We got battles between the 97 and the 15. 97 on the high side. 15 slots just back in behind. The ASE certification number 97 just trying to get it done. There you can see there he's caught up to the 39. So after being held up in battle between the 15, he looks low. He's going to try and send it through, see if he does a slide job. No, he sticks in right behind. He's going to get a good run down the back straightaway, riding on board with the 97. He looks to the inside of the 39 on our outside by a bumper, now by our door. Shoots it to the bottom. He's able to keep his momentum. And as we exit turn number 4, the 97 is still running in second place, who I thought had taken the lead but didn't. Is still fighting the 39. There you can see that in the rearview mirrors as the 15 running the high lane, who is yet to try and make a move on us. But the 39 able to get back past, and he's still your leader. With the 97 trying every trick in the book to try and at least catch and pass the 39. As we exit turn number 4 to come across the line to start lap 16 out of 100. The 97 followed by the 15, trying to get a run of the 39 if possible. Going into turn number 1, the 39, romping away with it on the bottom, but the 97, who leads the outside lane up top, tries to get a good run off the corner, riding on board with the 15 of Dairyman, who's running in behind the two leaders as they scrap around, with the 97 trying to do everything he can to take the lead again. The 97 trying every trick in the book. He's trying to get close to the 39. But try as he might, the 39 still leads over the 97. The 15 running just behind. Everybody is waving around, weaving, ducking, dodging, and diving as they're getting closer to the 39. But the 39 still leads over the rest of the field. The 98, who looks to be as a teammate to the 97, as they're both ASC trucks. Don't know if the drivers have their ASC certification. But as we go down the front straightaway once again to begin lap 18 out of 100, almost a fifth of the way through this race. Even with the 2 cautions and the 2 restarts we had, this race is going by quite fast. The 39 of Overstreet still leads over the rest of the field, leads over the 97 and the 15. The 15 running the high lane, trying to catch the 15. The 15 gets in the wall exiting turn number 4, but everything's okay. We keep it green, no wreck at the back of the pack. As now the 15 runs the inside to try and defend against the 2 of Morrissey. There you can see that the 2 of Morrissey leads ahead around the outside, but he has to cut back in lane quick because the 98, along with his teammate, the 97 up in front, is making moves to get to the front of the pack and tries to slide up. Oh, he gets close. They're running door to door as they exit turn number 4. Still fighting side by side. As we head into turn number 1, it doesn't look like he's going to make the move, but now the 28 fighting the 98. With the 15 romping away the 98, who tried making a move. Doesn't look like it's going to happen and got battling in the back of the pack, but here goes the 98, sitting just behind as the 28 makes a lunge down the inside. The Valvoline rear cam, riding on board with the 15, there he was. Crosses the line to begin lap 21. 98 tries to look and shoot it 3 wide middle, thinks better of it and sits behind the 28. The 98 trying everything he can to get past these 2 cars. Doesn't look like he can. Will slot back in behind the 15. Going again, shooting it down to the inside of the 15. Trying to do everything he can, but he can't do anything to fight against the 15 who has right-hand side damage. There's another threat, another fight in the back of the pack. DeLoe's truck trying to fight back. You can see there. There's a 17 with a damaged right-hand side after scraping the wall. Not involved in any of the incidents that happened to bring out the yellow. There is the 16 who was involved in the second caution, who had gotten an incident with the 48. Is that what brought out the second caution of tonight? Now as we're watching, there goes the 8 who was involved in the first caution, trying to pass the 27 we watched in qualifying. The 8 on the inside, giving barely enough room, into the 88, who he didn't see coming, now shoots it down to the middle, passes the 8. Oh, and he gets loose. I think he tagged, and the 27 up into the wall in turn number 3 and 4. The 88 might have muscled his way through the 27, but he got the position, and the 27 has lost out about 4 positions. Here is what happened. So the 88, who drove it in deep, tags the door of the 27 and bumps his way past. And as he tried to do everything he could, he chops off the 8, just slides high, boom, into the wall. Goes to 27. But your top 3 is no different, other than the 39 and the 97, with the 2 coming into fray after the 15 had a hard time. There it is again. As the caution is out once again, on lap 25 out of 100. About a quarter of the way done with this race, the caution is pulled out once again. Here's the incident once again. The 88 gets to the door of the 27. I believe that's what the caution was called out for, but here we're watching the 17. He barely taps the wall. He gets loose. He saves it. And everybody's running fine. There's no wreck. There's no incident. So I have no words as to what brought out the caution. With the yellow coming out for the third time tonight, the field will bunch up back again for another go at a restart. Here's the 2 that we are riding with, who is running behind the 97. Then behind the 2 is the 28. The 15 of Dairyman dropping down to 6th place after running 3rd and vying for 2nd position. Could not try and get it done as the field decides to come down pit road, including the leader and everyone behind him. Ducks down into pit road, and as we enter, it's going to be the race off of pit road. Who can exit first? There we can see the 2 already finding his pit box. Qualified 16th. The 39 slots into the first pit box, and so does the 97. 39 and 97 both taking right sides. Taking all 4 tires as well. And the 39, oh, it was close! And they touch coming out of pit road, but the 39, the victor out of pit road, Michael Overstreet over the 2. So the 97 losing out to 2 positions on pit road. But the 39 keeps his dominant track position out in front. But the 2 and the 28 have both jumped the 15 in pit road. The 8 gains a position, and the 15 drops down a couple of positions as well. 74 laps to go. That is not correct. We've had more than one caution. We have had, this is the 3rd caution of tonight. And as it almost looks like the trucks are pinning again, they're just running the low lane to let everybody get their laps back and to everyone get into the right position. Apparently, the 15 of Dairyman will be the leader. So there's some damage on the right-hand side. Don't know what happened to the people who let off of pit road. I guess everybody was getting their position sorted out and straight again. Not sure what happened there. Riding on board with Sean Dairyman, who's currently scored as 1st position. So, not extremely sure what happened to mess up the qualifying order. Track temperature 116, very high track temperature and very high outdoor temperatures, 90 degrees. With the wind direction being 2 miles per hour to the north. The driver is getting ready to line up double file once again. Race truck having the lights on. So that was the stage end. That's what that caution was. So the caution was brought out for the end of stage number 1. And as we get ready to go again, we are lining up double file behind the pace truck, which lights are off. Your fast 4, the 15, the 8, 73. running just behind the 8 is the 16. So your fast four, the 15, 873, 16, with the 88 just in tow on the inside lane. We'll restart lap 30, about a third of the way through this race. There should be no more stage breaks. That is the only stage yellow. All of the yellows after this are either due to a wreck or a competition caution. So as we get ready to go green once again for the third restart of tonight. 15 leads over the 8 on the outside. The 15 will control the field. So the pace truck will come down pit road right about now. As we get ready to go green once again, approaching the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air, it's being waved, and we're green once again. The 15 makes an amazing jump. To jump over the 8 of Anderson to 73 on the inside. And so far, the leader of every restart, with only being 2 leaders, the 15 and the 39 have both gotten amazing restarts. But you can see the 15 doesn't have as big as a gap as the 39 was able to pull. The 8 now closing in. You can see that the gap getting closer and closer and closer every passing second. And as we come out of turn number 4, the 15 will lead the restarted lap. And as we go on to lap 31, the 8 is now practically on the rear bumper of the 15. But now the 73 running side by side with the 88. The 88 on the high side. As we run another back straight with the 88 to the wall, he's scraping the wall. And the 73 that gives him a break, but now he has to do battle with the 27 on the outside. 27 able to clear the 88, or is he? The 88 now striking back on the inside. Going to the bottom of the racetrack. There you can see that the 88 has gotten the position just barely by a bumper over the 27. As the 8 takes the lead, he tries to block the 73. Doesn't make it happen. They're about to go 3 wide, and the caution is out once again. Not sure why that happened. I believe the 55 might have been involved in an incident. It's Trevin Bergman. Caleb Morrissey. Here it is, the 55 on our inside of the 39. Drifts up to the quad oval. No issues right now. So a blown tire for the 39. Or not for the 39, sorry. So my apologies. I don't think here's a replay. The 55 running on the inside of the 39. So, not sure what the caution was called out for. Not sure what all happened. There is what has happened. And entering turns number 1 and 2. I believe that's the 97. The other ASC certified truck collects with, I believe, it's another Chevy. Not sure what happened, but here, riding on board with the 97. Getting close to the 64, and he comes down right across, and a lot of damage on the right front of the 97. So that is what happened. I believe the viewers, if you are concerned about the 55's left front, that is an iRacing glitch. It's merely just clipping through the tarmac. There is actually no physics to show of a blown tire. That I don't believe. The tire almost has zero grip. You're not able to drive with it anymore. As we get ready to go 1 to green, the racetrack lights are off. We're going to restart with 36 laps completed in the race out of 100 laps. The 8 leads over the 73 and the 15 of Dairyman. And the 27. So your fast four is the 8, the 73, the 15, and the 27. And out of everybody on track right now, my bets are on the 15 that he'll make a charge to try and pass the 2 trucks that he has in front of him. Quick live grid as we go down the back straightaway. The 38 over the 8 in row number 1. And row number 2, the 15 and 27. And in row number 3, the 91 and 39. Just showing you your fast 6 or roundabout. As the 8 gives a bit of space to the pace truck, and as we try to go green once again, the 8 on the inside of the 73. Pace truck ducks into pit road right now. And as we get ready to go green once again, coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is in the air. And there it is, a late green flag being waved. The 8 leads over the 73. 73 just running the bottom lane after the restart, not wasting any time to get in that draft of the number 8 machine that immediately goes to the inside. And they're already 3 wide there behind the 73. Can they hold it? They're going to run 3. The 27 up high. No, the 15 gets it to the 27 again. The 15 being able to get past the 27, but now the 27 who's had contact with another driver is a 39 chops the 27. 27 who's had contact. Oh my God, almost again. The 27 to 2 running up high. The 73 tried to block, but the 2 was there. U was there. And as we enter in turns 3 and 4, the number 8 will come across the lead the second lap after the restart, going on to lap 38 as we cross the line right now. The 73 leads over the 73 follows behind the number 8 truck, the number 8 Toyota Tundra. But now the 73 will try and strike back. He's got the 2 right behind him, trying to make a move, and I think the 39 hits the wall. Smoke on the racetrack. No idea what that's for. And as we exit turn number 4, going onto the quad oval once again, the 2 still trying to move and get past the 73. 73 doing everything he can. I believe we got a car spinning at the back of the pack. No caution just yet. We're going to keep it green. '73 still on the inside lane, trying to get past the 8. The 2 also seeing if he can make a move. Goes to the outside of the quad oval. He's going to shoot down the outside. Goes for the late lunge around the outside of the 73. Drifts up. Oh, how do they not make contact as they go down the back straightaway? The 82 made the move. The 39. Oh, they're rubbing right up to the wall. The 8, who is currently still the leader, but the 39, who was our pole sitter, is not afraid to fight back through the field as he tries to make a move on the 73. The 39 will follow in just behind the 2, who is going to make a move on the 8. He looks to the inside. Doesn't happen. He looks to the inside again, entering turn number 3. He is there. He's shot to the inside. The 8 will have to give him room. And they are side by side as they go to the line. The 8 still ahead of the 2. Entering turn number 1, the 8 looked like he almost got in the wall. But the 2 just down low, trying to vie for position, and the 2 just almost cleared him on the back straightaway, but the 8 has a bumper and a half over the 2. Entering turn number 3, the 8 will line it up double file once again to the right-hand side of the 2. The 39 is going to pick up the scraps from this battle, so whoever loses out most in this situation, the 39 is ready to pounce on any position that he can. And as we enter in turn number 1 again, the 2 just leads over the 8 and the 39. But the 39 now trying to get a bumper to the inside of the 8, who chops him off. But now the 8 looking to the inside. This is a fantastic battle, fighting for the lead. The 2 trying to rub quarter panels. He drifts on the track. The 8 getting tight center, but the 2 romps away. And he will lead lap 43 on to lap 44. The 39 shock to the outside of the 8. Will try and get it done. They're still side by side as they go down the back straightaway. The 39 lining up to make a pass. He sticks it around the outside. The 8 clearly having some tire fall off. The 73 just running behind the 8 as they exit turn number 4. The 2 leads over the 39 and the 8. The 73, who was once in second position, has now dropped back to 4th. And is running behind the other drivers just in front. But the 39's hunt back to the lead is not over yet. He still has the 2, who was battling with the lead early in the race. He has to do battle with the 2 once again. And as we exit turn number 4, we're getting ready, so turn up your volume back at home. We're going to go to a crank it up. lap 50. And with the caution coming out lap 51, as we were on to crank it up, we're going to show you what happened to bring out the caution. So as we ride into caution again for the 4th time tonight. As the drivers come down pit road, we're working on some issues here, but we'll get them back up and ready for you. But as the trucks leave pit road, the winner off of pit road is the 2, the 39 slotting in just behind the 97. As we get our graphics package back up for you. Mild issue, but we got it fixed and we're back once again. The 2 leads over the 39 and the 91. And with that back up and running again, we're going to show you the wreck that brought out the yellow for the 4th time tonight. As we try and look for the wreck that brought out the caution, I believe we found it. Here we go. Oh, heavy wreck into the inside wall. Shades of Vegas 2010. With that's the 73. 73 involved with the 28. So there's the 8 on our outside. The 28 looks to shape up a move. The 73 gets loose. He comes up off the track. He comes down. Oh, and hard lick for the 28 and the 73. The 28 just barely missing the cutout in the pit wall. Had he gone any further, that would have been a nasty, nasty accident. Here's it on the back bumper. The 73. Look, he gets loose. He goes high. He comes back down the track and bam! Ugh, gets turned right around after the hit with the inside wall, and that's a hard hit for the 73 and the 28 as well. So, here, riding on board with the 28, the truck involved with the incident with a 73 with a hard lick down to the inside wall, exiting turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Under caution once again. And as we get ready, we have a few messages to show you before we go green. Well, actually, no, it's 1 to green. Before we go green, we have a few messages to show you, and we'll bring them up for you right now. With all intents and purposes, this broadcast couldn't be here without viewers like you. Your most common presenters are Alexander Valderas and David Kreutz, with TV production being handled by Andrew Schulte. For the foreseeable future, the broadcast that you can be sure not to miss on the Thursdays being the OSRL Short Track Showdown, and be sure not to miss out on next week because that's the IORA season finale. Then on Saturdays, we have the IORA Indycar Series with Chase Schaffer coming off of a win. Could he pull the double next weekend? And finally, with a new presentation on Sundays, the Rush Truck League. The times for the broadcast previously mentioned will be on your screen now. Be sure. And after a short ad break, we come back to green once again, with the pace truck about to dive down to the pit road. Lap 55 out of 100. We're going to restart on lap 56. Coming to the Geico restart zone, the pace truck pulls into pit lane. As we get ready to go green once again, in the Geico restart zone, the green flag's waving once again. The 2 jumps over the 39. The 2 getting an amazing start down low. The 39, who was once our pole sitter. Second place running down the 2. They're nearly 2 wide, 3 wide in the back of the pack. I don't know how they're keeping it all together, but the 2 leads over the 39. As they go down the back straightaway, running 2 wide, nearly 3 wide there in the back. You can see them all fanning out. As they exit turn number 2, on to turn number 3 and 4 for the 2 car. He will lead the lap after the restart. Coming across the line, the 2 leads over the 39. The 91 just following in tow of the 39 as well. All 3 trucks have been in the top 5 at least 4 times tonight. They have been fighting for a podium spot for most of tonight. The 2 leads over the 39, with the 90 following just behind, running the seam in the middle of the track. You can see his front right did not barge from the seam, go up or down. So really smooth steering inputs to keep it locked on that seam, and is he going to do the same again in turns 1 and 2? He runs a bit lower. He runs in between the blue line and the seam. Going down the back straightaway once again. The 2 leading over the 39 with the 91 following just in tow. Gaps slightly spreading out. The 2 truck, who is in the lead currently, had just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 30.870. Beating most of the qualifying times to the track, rubbering up nicely for all the trucks out on the track right now, giving them plenty of grip. So he runs the bottom of the 39, can do nothing to stop the 2 speed as he starts to slide in just behind. Going slow, there's the 16. 11 laps down, the 16 comes back out on the track. And as it go, it's come across to start lap 60, over halfway finished with this race. The 2 leads over the 39 down the back once again. Getting an excellent jump. Getting a wonderful restart. There goes the 2 on the inside. The 39 of Overstreet tries his best but cannot get it done. He will stay behind the 2 as they come across the line to begin lap 61. Coming near the end of half of this race, we're going to the final half. The 2 leading over the 39 with the 91 just in tow. After that caution, the gaps are a bit spread out with pit strategy coming into play. The 2, who had shown that he was fast, who had a bit of a bad qualifying, has come through the rest of the field, blitzed through the trucks that stood in his way, and is currently running in first over the 39. And the 91 with a fantastic drive out through the rest of the field, who currently leads over the rest of the field. The 91 leads all but the top 2 positions, which are being taken by the 2 and the 39. So come across the line to begin lap 63. fast laps ticking down at Charlotte. We can see there that the number 2 Chevy just in front, leading over the 39 Toyota Tundra. The Chevy power machine. There's the 15 who tries to clear on the back straightaway. And he barely just gets in front. He does it. He gets in front. But for how long? Drops back behind. Going to turn number 1. Riding on board with the 15 who was involved in wrecks earlier, who had bumped the 27 on the door out of the way, who had moved. You can see, there he goes. He's trying to pull a gap away. And down to the quad oval once again, lap 65 out of 100. Going into turn number 1, the 15 holding a gap, who currently runs third place over the 91. The 39 of Overstreet still running second to the number 2 truck. The 15 trying to catch the 39 of Overstreet and seeing if he can make any positions back. The 2 leading over the 39 and the 15. The 91 being the head of the train that is everybody from 4th place down below. He heads 4th place and everyone back in the rest of the field. There we can see the top 3 running similar distances, and then there is the 91 who heads the train down the back straightaway. Running the high lane goes the 91 to try and get an advantage. Try and hold off the 97. Cannot get it done. 97 shoots to the inside, so the 91 having slight tire pace issues, but the 97 hasn't cleared itself yet. He's so close to clearing him. And finally he does. The 97 clears the 91, or I thought, as we come through turn number 4, once again, the 97 on the inside of the 91. There you can see they're running door to door, side by side. The 91 holds out his position out in front, but just barely as they go into turn number 1 again. Lap 68 out of 100. Things are heating up with almost 32 laps to go to the end of this race. The 91 leads over the 97. 97 trying to fight back. He almost got the 91 with that move, but he sits behind. He tucks in, gets the draft down the quad oval, and there he goes. He goes to the inside, looks for the move. And as we cut back more in front, the 59 has passed, the 15 has passed the 39 of Overstreet, and is going to chase down the number 2 who leads this race. But now, our battle between the 91 and the 97 is not over yet. You can see there the 97 on the inside. He passes and clears the 91 by a mile now. And as we go into turn number 1, the battle is finally over. The 97 has gone victorious to battle and to win over the 91. As we are on lap 70 of 100, we ride down the back straightaway, and the 97 getting close to the wall, coming up on another truck just ahead. I believe that's the 39 of Overstreet, who after getting pole is starting to run slow, riding on board with the 15. The 39 blinking just in front. Here's the 97, actually. So there you can see is the 39. That said, 97 runs up high. He's going to cut down low and get an amazing run. There you can see closing. Does he shoot for the move down the inside? No, he stays to the outside. Riding on board, there he goes. 97 clears the 39, who comes down to pit road. The 39 comes down to pit road. So after a new showing of pit strategy, the 39 blinking down pit road, who's going to try an undercut. Lap 72 out of 100. The 2 leads over the 15 to 97. The 2 having an obvious and clear lead. So as he is on pit road, the 39 will get his car serviced. 14.23 second pit stop. He will come out of pit road, fall behind a lot of the people that were were behind him originally. There is the 23 passing the 39. These are all the cars at the back of the pack, the trucks. There is the 20 or the 70, who is running just behind the 39. As we can see there, the 39 coming out of pit road once again. Here's a replay of what had happened when supposed word that there might have been a crash. Don't think so. So sources were invalid. There was no incident on the track. We get racing. Lap 75 out of 100. Just 25 laps to go. And as we come across the line to begin lap 75, coming across to nearly begin lap 76, with a few important messages to show you as we get them up ready for you. We're going to come back soon. We're going to come back within the next few laps, and as we come to show you these messages, we'll be right back. This segment is brought to you by the FTN Broadcasting Association and Network. With all intents and purposes, this broadcast couldn't be here without viewers like you. Your most common presenters are Alexander Valderas and David Kreutz, with TV production being handled by Andrew Schulte. For the foreseeable future, the broadcast that you can be sure not to miss, on the Thursdays being the OSRL Short Track Showdown, and be sure not to miss out on next week because that's the IORA season finale. Then on Saturdays, we have the IORA Indycar Series with Chase Schaffer coming off of a win. Could he pull the double next weekend? And finally, with a new presentation on Sundays, the Rush Truck League. The times for the broadcast previously mentioned will be on your screen now. Be sure to stick around for those further this week. Thus, this segment is concluded and will return to your regular programming.
I knew my rent was gonna be.
Lap 79 out of 100. We come back to racing after showing us a few ads. There. We're going to show you what happened out on the racetrack. So here's what happened. I tried really racing. Oh! The 88 gets clobbered. So does the 28. Has to go down pit road. The 88 destroyed. After An incident. That's a huge wreck on the front straightaway. Everybody flying to avoid it. Barely squeezes through against the wall. Lap 80 out of 100. The 2 leads over the 15 and 97. That is your top 3. After the incident, so they got almost airborne and almost a flip air of Chris Buescher on the infield of Charlotte Motor Speedway like he did in the All-Star race, went flipping and tumbling and landed upside down on the Tums sign. Z88 is now leaving pit road. He will go and catch the rest of the field again. As we're pacing here in Charlotte, we will restart with 83 out of 100 laps completed. And as drivers come down pit road, the select few trucks will eventually line up down pit road. And as we're still pacing here in Charlotte, we're going to go green here very shortly, but a wreck and an incident that involved the 88 almost flipping Chris Buescher style down in the infield. The race has been called to caution, being the 5th one tonight. We're still pacing, and everybody will eventually line up back again. So, as we are getting ready to eventually go green once again, the caution, 5th caution coming out tonight. So, when the caution came out, the 2 was leading over the 15. And as we are about to go 1 to green once again, exiting turn number 4, the field will line up double file. We're getting ready to go double file once again. The pace truck lights are on. There goes a truck to get his lap back, but the pace truck lights are off, meaning that the field will line up double file once again just behind the pace truck, the 2 or the 15. With an 18-lap dash to the checkered flag, we will eventually go green once again by the end of this lap. Down the back straightaway once again. Middle back as we head to turn number 3. The field is double file once again. Getting ready. It is an amazing time as we get ready for the pace truck to pull it down pit road, as it makes the sharp left-hand turn to the Geico restart zone for the 5th time tonight. Green flag in the air. And the green flag is being waved. The 2 over the 15. We've got smoke in the back of the pack. Everybody gets away safe. The 2 leading over the 15. The 2 running the high side of the banking goes down to the bottom. The 15 just behind. 18 laps to go in the end of this race. Here's what happened in the back of the pack. So, this is the restart once again. Nobody was complaining about the restart. But here it is. Smoke in the back of the restart, but nobody was injured. Or nobody was collected in a wreck of any sort. So just tire smoke from getting on the gas a bit too hard. 17 laps to go as the 97 fends over the 73, who's trying to take his position. The 2 leading over the 15 has a wonderful long run car and will try his best to try and win tonight's race here in Charlotte, the 100 lap dash through America's home for oval racing, going down the back straightaway. The field is fanning out just out of turn number 2. And as we go around turns 3 and 4, the 2 come across the line to begin lap 15 laps to go. The 15 just behind the 2, trying to fight back and see if he can gain any advantage he can on the number 2, who leads the race. The 97 also trying to fight back for his third position. The field spread is a lot smaller and tighter. And as we come out of turn number 4, eventually going to lead to 14 laps to go. The field is about to be bunched up and getting ready to fight out hard for the last positions in the last few laps of this race. After a long race, coming finally to a close, 5 cautions that have come out tonight. It's Chevy over Chevy. The 15 riding in just behind the 27. Behind the 15 is going to try and claw back his position. It's Chevy, the top 3. And as we go to the quad oval once again, the 15 lines up just behind the 2, running into turn number 1. The 97 has advanced into third position. Got fighting there in the back of the pack, 2 wide. The 27 up the racetrack nearly into the wall. They fan out. The 27 goes low. But the 2 still leads over the 15. The 97 riding in just behind. It's now Chevy, Ford. The 3 manufacturers left at the end of this race. 12 laps to go. Here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the trucks roaring around the racetrack, going to put on a fight. The 2 leads over the 15 as well as the 97 as the 2 paints the blue line, exiting turn at number 4, getting ready to once again try and go for another race victory, to go back to back once again. The 15 who leads over the 97, going down the back straightaway. Here we go. The field's starting to fan out and the gap's being bigger. But the gap that hasn't changed much, if any at all, is the gap between the 2 and 15 at the front of the field. And as we come across the line, get ready everybody, it's 10 laps to go. Here in Charlotte Motor Speedway, they come across the line now. 10 laps to go on your ticker right now. The 2 leading over the 15, the 97 just in tow of the 15. Who tries and make a move and get close to the 2. The 15. Desperation is starting to creep into the cockpit of the 15 machine. But the 2 is riding on a cloud as he comes across the line. 9 laps to go in Charlotte. The 2, who has led comfortably the race for more than over the last half of the race, leads over the 15, the 97 just in tow. The 15 who's getting a nice tow down the back straightaway. We'll see if he can move up into second position to try and take it away from the 15, because as it looks like, the 2, who has a dominant race, has had this wrapped up for quite a while. He goes down into turn number 1. going down the back straightaway. The 2, leading over the 15, has had a shot to win all night. He's been consistently fast. He's been grueling throughout the rest of the field. Coming across the line to begin 7 laps to go. We're almost in the bottom 5 amount of laps. We're getting ready to call ourselves a winner. By the end of this race, either the 2 or the 15 and or the 97 who was just fought to climb back to the back of the 15 will be the winner come race's end. But now the 97 will try to line up the pass on the 15, who's had some bad tire wear back in the past. But the 97, who lines up a move, he looks to the inside. No, he sticks high. Does the switch and the crossover. The 15 ducks down low. But the 97 will make a late arc and get a fantastic exit off the corner. There he is, catching past the Charlotte sign on the back straightaway. And once again, he stays high, but you can see the 15 doesn't get as much as a gap as he did last lap. So the 4 will have the 97 will have an amazing come run out of 4 into turn to number 1. The 97 again sticks high. You can see there he's much closer now. He's side by side with the 15. The 97 will ride side by side with the 15 down the back straightaway. They get close to touching, but they don't. Each running their own separate lanes. The 97 goes up the track running the wall. Will have to get to the 15 to side drive him down the quad oval and get every inch of racetrack he can to provide him grip to pass the 15 on the outside. Not going to be an easy task on worn tires, but it's all who saved more. If the 15 have saved enough, he can continue to fight the 97 all the way to the checkered flag and hope to keep his 3rd position, but as it looks like it doesn't. And a caution is out with 4 laps to go, meaning we will have a green-white checkered. Here is what happened. There was contact in the back. The 23 saved it, but ran through the AstroTurf, and he didn't save it, and pow! Into the inside tire barrier. Running on board 23 down the back straightaway we go. The Lowe's truck just in front, gotten shifty. That is the 17. There is 17. It gets right behind. Oh, and the toy just comes down like he wasn't there. That's self-inflicted. And he comes back down across the racetrack. Bam! Into the inside wall. He comes back up the racetrack. And we'll get going again. Nearly getting in the way of the leader. Pit stops active again. Who's it going to be? The 2 of Caleb Morrissey or the 97 of Patrick Ginther? Those are your 2 leaders coming into the pit lane. As the 2 is done with his repairs and with his tire changing and fuel, he goes down pit road. You can see there. The 97 makes the jump and is ahead of the 2. So with coming to another green-white checkered attempt, the 2, who was originally ahead of the 97 when the caution was called, and after pit stop and pit cycle, the 97 was able to jump the 2 in pit lane. And as it looks like right now, your top 3, the 28, 55, and 39, have all not come down pit road. The 16 is a lapped car. So is the other 4 there. So they will be let by the pace car to go get their laps back. When coming across the line, I don't believe they are for position. And the reason I say that is because the 39 is behind the both of them, but it says he's third. Meaning that those two trucks are lapped trucks. As you can see, there's the 39 passing the both of them to take his rightfully owned third position. Pacing once again in Charlotte after an incident involving the 23. Caught him up. He wasn't clear. He came down and collected the 17 in a wreck. A nasty wreck down into the infield tire barrier. It was not a good incident, as there's smoke in the back of the pack for somebody locking up, not paying attention, nearly driving into the back of somebody. But we're going to go green here again soon, with 3 laps to go. Green-white checkered attempt number 1. The field sits behind the pace truck as we wait for the call to go 1 to green. Coming across the line, we will see if we are going green this time by. And it appears, yes, we are. The pace truck lights are out. The field will line up double file once again. The 28, the 55, and the 39 all did not pit along with the 73. He pit as well. So the top 3 did not pit. So they are on old scruffed tires. So it's old tires versus new tires. And from personal experience, it does not work well. Because in a Texas race with the trucks, some people stayed out and they were immediately jumped on the restart, and all the track position that they once gained from not pitting was lost instantly. Will it be the same scenario as we get ready to go green once again for the first green-white checkered attempt of tonight? Will it be the 28, the 59, the 39, or any of the runners who pit behind the 39? Because everybody behind the 39 has pit. They all took tires and a splash and dash of fuel to finish the end of this race. And as the pace truck will come down pit road, hopefully for the final time, first green-white checkered attempt to the Geico restart zone, and we're green once again. The 39 jumps in behind the 28. They're stacking up on the outside, and they're wrecking, and they don't save it. The 97 involved. That will be another caution. So the drivers must take care, as they only have 3 overtime attempts. This being the second, they have 1 more after this one. So there you can see that the 97 getting tagged with the 73 and the 55. The 8 involved as well. The 98 involved. The 70 involved as well. Another slow truck on the inside with engine issues. Gets a tap from behind, and then there he goes, the 73. Who tapped him to try and get him to go faster on the restart. Was the one who basically single-handedly caused all of that to happen. Running the fan cam, here's what they saw. Hard lick into the outside wall, comes across the track, and bam! So hard lick there for most of the drivers. But this is caution. Green, white, checkered, number 2. We'll, we'll, we'll try again, but a person who did not pit, the 28 is leading over the 39 and the 2. So, as we are hoping to go green and stay green after this restart, we will try again for the second green-white checkered attempt. Going down the back straightaway. As we get ready to go 1 to green, a lot of trucks smoking in the back. A lot of trucks smoking in the back of the pack. Do not come down pit road. Coming across the line. Pace truck lights are still on. We were pacing, and now we're 2 laps to green. So if the trucks can make it across this time by, they will be able to pit and to fix their damage if they still have their fast repair. Or not, as the yellow was advanced. We are 1 to green. A lot of cars are smoking. So, issues in the back of the pack involving a lot of trucks. But as we head into 3 and 4 for the second attempt at another to the Geico restart zone we go. For the second overtime we go. The green flag is back in the air. The 28 gets an amazing restart. The 39 on the outside. A lot of smoking trucks in the back. I believe there's one parked on the front stretch who did not make it around. One in the wall. We stay green for them wrecking in the back of the pack. We're going to go back to the front of the pack. That is what happened to the back of the pack. Cautions up once again. Humongous wreck. The 39 involved. This is the last overtime they can do. So a huge wreck involving a lot of cars. They were all fighting for the last positions they could. The 2 who had stopped for fresh tires ran to the back of the 28. The 15 slotted the gap, got off the nose, and turned the 39 who whipped it across back into the wall and nearly flipped. And caused the big one. Vying again for another restart. This is the last green-white checkered attempt that all of the drivers can do. If they do not make it to the white, the race will end under caution. Unless the yellow is thrown, the race is official. And even if the yellow is thrown, the race is official. Coming across the line to begin pacing lap number 1. 4 laps to go now, down to 3 laps to go. Getting ready for another restart. The last overtime that we have. Yeah, and as we get ready to go green once again, we're pacing behind the pace truck, going down the back straightaway. The first pacing lap out of the 2 and 1 to green. The 15 leads over the 28 and the 2. So once again, the 15 leads over the 28 and the 2. The leaders of this race previously will go back at it again. Coming across the line, once again, pace truck lights are still on, and they're still on as we go. So this is the... Oh no, they turned off. We're going to line up double file. The yellow was advanced. 3 laps to the good. Going around turns 1 and 2 right now. This is the last overtime attempt they have. If they wreck, it's on their own. Whoever runs across the line first will be the victor of the race. We are about to find out. Down the back straightaway. For the final restart of tonight. Turns 3 and 4. This is the final green-white checkered attempt that all the drivers have to complete this 100-lap race in. After the green flag is dropped, whatever flag that they eventually take will end the race. After, do they make it to the white or do they not? Up to them. The pace truck is in, heading to the Geico restart zone for the 8th time tonight. The green flag is in the air and it's being waved for the final restart of tonight. The 15 leads over the 2 and the 28. Down into turns number 1. The 2 shoots to the inside. He's trying everything he can. There he goes. To the inside of the 15. He's able to make it happen. The 22 falls. The 28 falls back. 15 falls back. It's the 2's race if he can hold on to it. Into turns 3 and 4. The 15 just behind. Trying to make every inch count of the racetrack. They've made it off of 4. Coming across the line. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go at Charlotte. Into turns 1 and 2. White flag is out. The 15 tries to do everything he can to pass the 2, but it's not going to happen. For the final time, down the back straightaway we go. The 2, just in front of the 15. Into turns 3 and 4. The 15, desperation is starting to creep in, but it won't matter. The 2, who dominated the back end of this race, takes the checkered flag, and the 2 comes across the line to win at Charlotte. Caleb Morrissey is your winner at Charlotte. After a dominating race performance in the latter half of this race, Caleb Morrissey comes across the line. He withstood 3 green-white checkered attempts to eventually come across the line and win here in Charlotte. As the 2 approaches the front straightaway, he will begin to burn it down. The 2 is the rightful victor of this race. After a fight through more than half of the back half of the race, a dominating race performance as he burns it down on the line. Here is the unofficial race results. The 2 of Caleb Morrissey over Sean Derryman, Shane Weldon, Patrick Ginther, Brian Tarowski over the 88, the 73, the 91, the 8, and the 7. The 17 over the 39. Trevor Bregman over Terry Mellum, Corey Mott, Larry Fairman, James Cooper, Peter Hodgson, Andrew Schroeder, and the 000 of Race Control will round out the top 20 of the drivers who participated in this race. But as we watch the 2 sit on pit road, Caleb Morrissey with a dominating race performance in the last half of this race, how do you feel?
Oh, it feels great to go back to back. It was something that I was really shooting for. It was a good, tough race for a while with Overstreet and Derryman at the end. I started questioning my strategy there at the end with the last pit stop, and they stayed out. And then Overstreet, I think, took 2 tires, and I think the other car on the outside also took 2 tires because I don't think any other way he could beat me out of the pits that way. So, yeah, pretty happy with that performance. Happy to finish it off.
That was an utterly dominating race performance in the last half of the race. Our pole sitter, the 39, who had led most of the race from the beginning stages. How did you take the lead and just dominate the last half of the race before the green-white checkered had come out?
Unfortunately, I was a little busy during qualifying, so I didn't really get to put a lap in. So I didn't get to show my speed as early as I wanted to. So it was just about pecking my way through the field one by one, letting some accidents happen, and letting the race come to me. I sat back and watched what he was doing. He took a higher line, which tends to work out in the trucks pretty well depending on the track, but I just felt like the bottom line was just a way better line for me personally, and I think it worked out that way. Like I said, Overstreet puts up a great fight. He's a great racer, and so is Sean Derryman. Appreciate him and him and the rest of the leaders of the league that put this on and make this possible, because that was pretty fun.
Right, you are, and congratulations on win number 2 back-to-back. It was an amazing race performance from everybody on the track, and after chaos at the back of the race, we used all 3 green-white checkered attempts. So that was the one that ended the race. We had a lot of huge wrecks for Charlotte. I think you might have been involved, not in the wreck, but you certainly have saw it. What was the biggest wreck today that you saw?
I don't know about biggest, but the most important wreck right there at the end with Overstreet, unfortunately. Just guys going for it there at the end, putting all they can into it, and then he just got turned. I don't think it was intentional at all by Sean, so I hope Overstreet doesn't feel that way. So yeah, I feel like that was the most important one. Otherwise, I didn't really see too many wrecks happen around me. I was working my way up to the field pretty far for most of those guys that were putting the cautions out, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, right, you are. As we come to the conclusion, we appreciate you for your time, and we congratulate you on your win. We'll move you back in there with you guys, but congratulations on your win, and thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you so much. I just want to thank everybody at home watching, my friends from work, Gear Leaf Gang. Appreciate y'all. I got some guys on my team that I usually run with, Four Horsemen Racemen, that I think are watching the race, and then my parents, my grandma, a couple other friends. So appreciate them watching.
We appreciate your time, and it's good to be here. And as we get the 15 of Sean Derryman in the booth, Sean Derryman, you tried your hardest and tried everything in the last few laps and came up short, but second place is still great. Tell us how you felt in the last few laps of the race.
Well, on that last restart, Oh man, I don't want to talk about it. I just gotta say it. I am so sorry to Michael. I did not try to deny I lifted, but just not enough. And it's my own stupidity that got him a DNF tonight and I feel really bad. That's not how I wanted to get a second place, but man, that race was crazy.
Yeah, we had a lot of incidents on the track using all three green, white, checkered attempts. We finally made it on the last attempt that we had with a huge wreck almost going on the start. It was handed to either the 2 or the 15. So it was either you or the 2, and it eventually ended up being the 2. But to the race to the line, do you think you could have beaten the 2 if you had any more tires than what you had?
I don't really think the tires were really the issue. On that last lap, I tried the high lane, try to get the momentum, but the grip just wasn't there. I couldn't get back on the throttle as quickly as I had thought I would have been able to. So I think if I would have went on the bottom, I might have been able to do some crazy bonsai move, but I probably wouldn't have done that, especially after what happened between me and the 39 there. But yeah, I don't think times were really the issue. I think it was just the driver.
So that's what the 2 was saying, that that after he had let the race come to himself, he was watching what other people were doing, and he believed that the low line was the preferred lane for at least him. But he said it was also possibly the preferred lane for the rest of the race. But knowing that you can get second place quite common, do you think you're able to shoot for the win next week?
Well, actually, next week I won't be able to race, but in Las Vegas is sadly one of my favorite tracks. I'm pretty good there, like I am at Charlotte. But I'm not really here to I really get a bunch of wins or get a bunch of points. I'm just here to have fun and hang out with all the guys here that join the league.
That is we appreciate that of all of you, but we appreciate your time and congratulate you on your 15th place. Oh, sorry, on your second place, the number 15. Do you have any last words to say while you're still in the booth with us?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out tonight. Thank you guys for putting the broadcast on here. It was awesome. You guys do a great job week in, week out for the past 2 weeks at least. Thanks to Will for being the race control here tonight. And just once again, sorry to Michael. I mean, it's just, oh man, I still feel bad about it.
Well, we thank you for your time and congratulate you on your second place. As that was the 15 of Sean Derryman. 6 laps led. We will interview the 98. So Mr. Shane Weldon, the 98, finished third. Tell us how you did it.
I think I just got lucky. One of those cautions, I went to use my fast repair because I had some nose damage, and then that was when the first and second place truck didn't take tires, and I was like, oh, I should have saved that fast repair. I just got lucky. Everybody else had more damage than me.
Yeah, so right you are. It was a battle between the 2 and the 15, and the 15 apologizes to the 39. That was not intentional. So
Right.
if
Racing.
you had new tires, do you think any newer ones than the one you had, do you think you could have had a shot to win?
I had new tires. I think it was just all the nose damage I had just prevented me from getting up there. Maybe Caleb and Michael overshoots a class of the league, so I'd probably have nothing for them, but I need less nose damage.
Right, you are. So speaking of the nose damage, we had to use all 3 green, white, checkered attempts after massive wrecks causing the green, white, checkers to come out. Do you think that you could have avoided any of the incidents that were massive there in the end, or give us some perspective on what you think of the crashes in the racing overall tonight?
That second green white checker, I thought I made it through there, and somebody just came off the wall, clipped me. So, but yeah, if I could have missed one of those or saved my fast repair later in the green white checkered run, I think I would have had a chance.
Well, right, you are. Finished third, no laps led, but you gained 6 positions from where you finished. And for me personally, I'd call that a good ending to a great race. So we appreciate your time. And while you're still in the booth with us, anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting this. I'd like to thank Sean for running, creating the league, owning the league, and race control makes it so much nicer. So I want to thank race control and my teammate Patrick Ginter with Hurricane Esports. We run a lot of laps and we communicate a lot, and we try different things. So yeah, thank the wife for putting up with me doing this, and everybody for coming out tonight.
Thank you very much for your time, and congratulations on your third place.
Thank you.
There is the 98. And there concludes our interviews for the top 3. Getting ready to show you the race results and the points once again. But as the race comes to a close, so does the broadcast. We appreciate all of you for tuning in for the second race that we broadcast with the Rush Truck League. They've been amazing, and the racing has been amazing as well. We thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to come back next week for the next race at Las Vegas. Fortunately, one of the guys could not show up, as he said it was his favorite track. But Las Vegas is known to be putting up good racing week in, week out. So we thank you all for tuning in tonight, and we hope to see you again next Sunday for Vegas.